Hari Om to all the divine Atmajyotis. I welcome all of you to the contemplation of Sankhya Yoga, the second chapter of Bhagavadgita, based on the talks by Sri Prabhuji. So there is a series of talks given by Prabhuji on each chapter of Bhagavad Gita under the title of Purna Yoga. So for our learning of 700 shlokas of Bhagavad Gita, we are using that as a guide. So we listen to each of the video and then we contemplate based on some questions from each of the chapter. So like that, right now we are in the second chapter, learning of the second chapter. And in the last session, we completed the first shloka, the first question, contemplation. That is, what are the main themes of Sankhya Yoga? And what is the connection between Sankhya Yoga and Arjuna Vishada Yoga? Shubhaji, I believe you are not there. Would you like to share your view on that first before we go to next question?
I don't have anything more to add, more than what others have shared.
All right, Shubhaji.
Yeah.
But still, would you like to summarize in your own little way?
Okay. Shall I put in my understanding or?
Yeah. Your own understanding of, what do you think are the main themes of Sankhya Yoga?
Okay.
What's the connection between Sankhya Yoga and Arjuna Vishada Yoga?
Yeah. So in the Arjuna Vishada Yoga, we saw that Arjuna is distressed and he's trying to figure out what to do and how to get out of that distress. So the connection between Arjuna Vishada Yoga and Sankhya Yoga is, in Sankhya Yoga, Krishna is giving him how to get out of those situations. So the main theme of Sankhya Yoga is Krishna is telling Arjuna how to get out of such situations. The Arjuna here referred to is none other than all of us, and Krishna is our consciousness. So that is what I see in these two chapters. So how we can put in our own lives is that we are all, just like Arjuna, we are also depressed in our life. So the things which Arjuna is going through is nothing but what we go through in our personal lives. So these two chapters, as we see, can be very much applicable to our own lives, and by applying all these things in our lives become easier, and we are able to navigate all our problems, all our things in our life personally. Sankhya Yoga is nothing but the summary, we can say, of all the things which we have to follow in our life. Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Would you be able to recall the four main themes in Sankhya Yoga?
Yeah. The four themes are Arjuna surrenders to Sri Krishna, and teaching of, which is from 2.1 to 2.10, and teaching of Sankhya Yoga 2.11 to 2.38, teaching of Karma Yoga from 2.39 to 2.53, and the fourth one is qualities of enlightened being, which is the Sthita Prajnatva. These are the four themes which are in the Sankhya Yoga.
Wonderful. And what is your understanding of what is the main focus of Sankhya Yoga itself, the teaching of Sankhya Yoga? What does it teach?
It's nothing but the numbers. Everything revolves around numbers in our life. So that is why, since numbers, right from time immemorial, numbers have always played a very big role in our lives. That is why Sankhya is so important. That is why Sankhya Yoga is given so much importance in Bhagavad Gita.
Sure. But what is the, in your own way, what do you think is the main topic of Sankhya Yoga? What does it teach essentially? The word Sankhya means number, correct? But what is your understanding of what is the topic that Sankhya Yoga teaches? Of course, it is not talking about number as such. It is not saying number 1 is the number 2 is. So what is being taught? What is the essence of the teaching of Sankhya Yoga?
It is the Jnana Yoga that is being taught in Sankhya Yoga, right?
Excellent.
So,
Which means what? How do you relate to it? What is
recognition of yourself.
Excellent. Correct. Yeah. So essentially, the soon after Arjuna surrenders, the very first thing that Shri Krishna teaches is
it is the ignorance. Yeah, it is the ignorance that is causing all the Vishada in Arjuna. So in Sankhya Yoga, Krishna is teaching us all your problems will not be there if you recognize yourself.
Excellent. So that is a very first teaching.
Yeah.
Then you said the next one is about Karma Yoga.
Yes.
Yeah. What is your essential understanding of that?
Karma Yoga is nothing but what we do in our daily lives.
Yeah.
Be it the roles we play and the roles what we do every day and how we can do it without expecting anything in return is Karma Yoga.
Wonderful. And the last one about Sthita Prajna?
Sthita Prajna, yeah. All these things put in together, the first three, when we do without expecting any fruits and we don't have that bhava of hypocrisy, greed, and all that bad qualities, when we don't project that, and we are always in an position where we are not judging anybody and keep a cool mind and not go after the fruits of any work we do, and be it death, be it birth, or any situations in life, if we keep a what do you call straight mind, like not getting attached to any of the fruits of any situations in life, that is what is the quality of a sthita prajna. That is what we have to cultivate in all our lives, in all our things, what we do in this birth.
Wonderful. Very nice. So in one sense, if the first three are taken care of, the fourth is the natural outcome.
Yes. It's the byproduct of the first three.
Wonderful. Thank you very much, Shubhaji.
Thank you, sir.
Krishna ji, Hari Om.
Hari Om, Vijayji. Sorry, first of all, I got late.
That is fine.
And today I want to be listening also. Like I haven't gone through the part 2 video, chapter 2.
All right, sure. So we just started with the first question, Krishna ji. We had already contemplated it in the last session.
Yeah.
Hope you were able to see the video recording of the last session. If not, I request you to look at it. Then Shubhaji just now quickly summarized the first answer to her views on the first question.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so then let us take up second question onwards. And as you listen to the others, Krishnaji, if you feel you have a viewpoint that is emerging within you, please feel free to share your view also.
Sure, Vijayji. Thank you.
So the title of the talks given by Prabhuji is under the name Purna Yoga, right? The word Purna itself means completeness. So yoga means attainment of some kind of a completeness. When you observe these two, Purna means it must be complete. Yoga means it is a process of attaining the completeness. So how can something that you still have to attain be Purna? There seems to be a contradiction in the way it is named, is it not? Purna Yoga. So would love to listen to your views on how can it be, how can Purna and Yoga be together? Let's listen to each one of us. Shall we begin with Shubhaji, you?
Yeah. Purna means fullness. and it also means infinity. So when we say Purna Yoga, it means nothing but the fullness. As you said, it's quite contradictory, but it is fullness. And how do we attain it? That is more important. Is in this personally, I feel application of that yoga is more important. So how do we do that? It is by getting clarity as to how. Sir, I would like to do it later after, because I'm just trying to get my words together.
Sure. No
Yeah.
issues, Shubhaji. Yeah. Thank you. Savitri Amma, would you like to share? ನೀವು ಹೇಳಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟಪಡ್ತೀರಾ?
ಓಕೆ ಸರ್.
ಎರಡನೇ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಅಮ್ಮ.
ಅರೆ ಪೂರ್ಣ ಯೋಗ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಭಗವದ್ಗೀತೆಯ ಮೂಲ ಸಾರನೆ ಪೂರ್ಣತ್ವ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಅಥವಾ ಪೂರ್ಣ ಯೋಗ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೀನು ಪೂರ್ಣತ್ವ, ನೀನು ಇರುವುದೇ ಪೂರ್ಣ. ಆದ್ರೆ ಯೋಗ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎರಡು ಅಥವಾ ಎರಡಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ವಸ್ತುಗಳು ಸಂಯೋಗವಾಗುವುದಕ್ಕೇನೆ ಯೋಗ ಅಂತ ಕರೆಯುತ್ತಾರೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯೋಗ ಅಥವಾ ಪೂರ್ಣತ್ವ ಎಂದರೆ ಅದು ಅನಂತವಾದದ್ದು ಮತ್ತು ಅತೀತವಾದದ್ದು. ಈ ಜ್ಞಾನವನ್ನು ನಮ್ಮ ಜೀವನಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಹೇಗೆ ಅಳವಡಿಸಿಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೇವೆ ಎಂಬುದೇ ಯೋಗ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಆತ್ಮಜ್ಞಾನ ಪೂರ್ಣವಾಗಿದೆ. ಈ ಜ್ಞಾನವನ್ನು ಪಡೆದು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಿನ್ನಲ್ಲಿಯೇ ಇರುವುದನ್ನು ಅರಿತು, ಅದು ಆತ್ಮಜ್ಞಾನ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಬೇರೆ ಹೊರಗಿನಿಂದ ಕಲಿಯುವಂತದ್ದಲ್ಲ. ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿಯೇ ಇರುವುದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಅರಿತು, ಅಥವಾ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿಯೇ ಇರುವಂತ ಆತ್ಮನನ್ನು ಅರಿತು ಅವನಲ್ಲಿಯೇ ನಾವು ಒಂದಾಗುವುದೇ ಪೂರ್ಣ ಯೋಗ ಅಂತ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು ಪೂರ್ಣ ಯೋಗ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅದ್ವೈತವನ್ನು ತಿಳಿಸುತ್ತದೆ. ಇದು ಪೂರ್ಣ ಯೋಗ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಭಗವಂತ ಬೇರೆ ಅಲ್ಲ, ನೀನು ಬೇರೆ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಎರಡು ಒಂದೇ ಅಂತ ಅದ್ವೈತವನ್ನು ತಿಳಿಸುತ್ತದೆ. ಆದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಇದನ್ನು ಅರಿಯುವುದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮುಂಚೆ ನಾವು ಜೀವಾತ್ಮ ಬೇರೆ, ಪರಮಾತ್ಮ ಬೇರೆ, ಅಥವಾ ನಾವು ದ್ವೈತದಲ್ಲಿರುತ್ತೇವೆ. ಈ ಜ್ಞಾನವನ್ನು ಅರಿಯುವುದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮುಂಚೆ ದ್ವೈತದಲ್ಲಿದ್ದು ನಾನೇ ಬೇರೆ, ಪರಮಾತ್ಮನೇ ಬೇರೆ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ತಿಳಿದುಕೊಂಡಿರುತ್ತೇವೆ. ಆದ್ರೆ ಈ ಜ್ಞಾನವನ್ನು ತಿಳಿದ ಮೇಲೆ, ಅಥವಾ ಈ ಅದ್ವೈತ ಜ್ಞಾನವನ್ನು ತಿಳಿದ ಮೇಲೆ ಜೀವಾತ್ಮ ಮತ್ತು ಪರಮಾತ್ಮ ಏಕತ್ವ, ಇದೇ ಪೂರ್ಣತ್ವ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಜೀವಾತ್ಮ ಮತ್ತು ಪರಮಾತ್ಮ ಎರಡೂ ಸೇರಿದಾಗನೇ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏಕತ್ವವಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇದೇ ಪೂರ್ಣತ್ವ. ಇದು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ದ್ವೈತವನ್ನು ಅಲ್ಲಗಳೆಯುತ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ. ನೀನ್ ಬೇರೆ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಪರಮಾತ್ಮ ಬೇರೆ ಅಲ್ಲ ಎಂಬ, ನಾನು ಬೇರೆ ಮತ್ತು ಪರಮಾತ್ಮ ಬೇರೆ ಎಂಬ ದ್ವೈತ ಭಾವ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಈ ಅದ್ವೈತದಿಂದ ಅಲ್ಲಗಳೆಯುತ್ತೇವೆ, ಅಥವಾ ಅದು ದೂರವಾಗುತ್ತದೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಹೇಗೆ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಎಂದುಕೊಂಡಿರುತ್ತೇವೆ, ಇದನ್ನು ತಿಳಿದ ಮೇಲೆ ಇದರಿಂದ ಹೊರಬಂದು ಅದ್ವೈತವನ್ನು ಪಾಲಿಸುವುದೇ ಪೂರ್ಣ ಯೋಗ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನು ನಮ್ಮ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಳವಡಿಸಿಕೊಂಡಾಗನೇ ಅದು ಪೂರ್ಣ ಯೋಗವಾಗುತ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ ಗುರುಜಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ.
ಸೊ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೇನು ಈಗ ಪೂರ್ಣ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವುದು ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣ ಅಂತ, ಯೋಗ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಆ ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣತೆಯನ್ನ ಗಳಿಸೋದು ಅಂತ.
ಆ ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣತೆಯನ್ನ ನಮ್ಮ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಳವಡಿಸಿಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು ಸರ್. ಯೋಗ ಅಂದ್ರೆ
ಗಳಿಸೋದನ್ನೋದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಅಳವಡಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು ಅನ್ನೋ ಅರ್ಥವನ್ನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ.
ಓಕೆ ಸರ್.
ಅಲ್ಲ, ನೀವ್ ಅದನ್ನ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ ಅಲ್ವಾ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ತಮ್ಮನ್ನ.
ಅದೇ ಸರ್, ನಾವು ಮೊದಲು ದ್ವೈತದಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತೇವಲ್ಲ, ಅವಾಗ ನಾನೇ ಬೇರೆ, ಭಗವಂತನೇ ಬೇರೆ ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತೇವೆ. ಆದ್ರೆ ಈ ಜ್ಞಾನವನ್ನು ಪಡೆದ ಮೇಲೆ ನಾವು ಅದ್ವೈತದ ತತ್ವವನ್ನು ಪಾಲಿಸ್ತೇವೆ ಅಂತ. ಅದ್ವೈತ ತತ್ವವನ್ನು ನಮ್ಮ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಳವಡಿಸಿಕೊಳ್ಳೋದೇ ಪೂರ್ಣ ಯೋಗ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ಬೇರೆ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಭಗವಂತ ಬೇರೆ ಅಲ್ಲ, ನಾನು ಭಗವಂತನೇ, ನಾನೇ ಭಗವಂತ ಅಂತ ತಿಳಿದುಕೊಂಡು ಆ ಅದ್ವೈತ ತತ್ವವನ್ನು ನಮ್ಮ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಳವಡಿಸಿಕೊಳ್ಳೋದೇ ಪೂರ್ಣ ಯೋಗ.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಸಾವಿತ್ರಿ ಅಮ್ಮ.
ಓಕೆ, ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸರ್.
Padmaji, would you like to share your view?
So here, like you also mentioned, and everyone else before mentioned, Purna is completeness, and yoga means union. So what is, how are these two connected? When we realize, see, we always function from the Dvaita perspective, where we think that we are different from God, and then we function. And the world is again another one concept. So we function from three different aspects all the time. Now, when we realize that our actions are not limited to this body and mind, BMI only, this body, mind, intellect, then all our actions are for a higher purpose, for seva, for service. So that is where that yoga union happens with the God himself, the divine in us. So what happens is, when the union happens, whatever actions we perform will be from that perspective, and it is not for say selfish gains and profits. I think that is the meaning of Purna, and then being in yoga and performing actions.
Excellent. Thank you, Padmaji. Padma Amma?
ಹರಿ ಓಂ ಸರ್.
Hari Om.
ಪೂರ್ಣ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಇವಾಗ ಪೂರ್ಣಮದಂ ಪೂರ್ಣಮಿದಂ ಪೂರ್ಣಾತ್ ಪೂರ್ಣಮುದಚ್ಯತೆ ಪೂರ್ಣಸ್ಯ ಪೂರ್ಣಮಾದಾಯ ಪೂರ್ಣಮೇವ ಶಿಷ್ಯತೆ. ಇದ್ರ ಪೂರ್ಣದಿಂದ ಎಲ್ಲವೂ ಒಳಗೊಂಡಿರುವುದು ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಹೊರತುಪಡಿಸಿ ಬೇರೆ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ನುವುದು ಪೂರ್ಣ ಅನ್ನೋದಕ್ಕೆ. ಎಲ್ಲವೂ ಅದರಲ್ಲೇ ಒಳಗೊಂಡಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಇನ್ನು ಎರಡನೆಯದು ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣವಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಪೂರ್ಣದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಒಂದು ತೆಗೆದ್ರೆ ಆ ಪೂರ್ಣವೇ ಉಳಿಯುತ್ತೆ. ಪೂರ್ಣದಿಂದ ಹೊರ ತೆಗೆಯೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಯಾವುದು ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಪೂರ್ಣವೇ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಪೂರ್ಣಕ್ಕೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣವಾಗಿ ಅದರಿಂದ ಹೊರತುಪಡಿಸಿ ಬೇರೆ ಇನ್ನೇನು ಇಲ್ಲ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ವಿಶ್ವದಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುವುದು ಒಂದೇ ತತ್ವ, ಬ್ರಹ್ಮನ್ ಒಂದೇ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ಹೇಳೋದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಈ ಪೂರ್ಣ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಬ್ರಹ್ಮನ್ ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಏನು ಇಲ್ಲ. ಎಲ್ಲವೂ ಈ ವಿಶ್ವದಲ್ಲಿ, ಈ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮಾಂಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಳಗೊಂಡಿರುವುದು ಅದೇನೆ. ಆದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಜೀವಿಗೆ ಈ ಜಗತ್ತು ಬೇರೆ, ನಾನು ಬೇರೆ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಆ ಭಗವಂತ ಎಲ್ಲೋ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ ಅನ್ನುವ ಒಂದು ಭಾವನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತಾನೆ. ಆವಾಗ ಎರಡಾಗ್ಬಿಡತ್ತೆ. ನಾನು ಜೀವಾತ್ಮ ಹೇಗೆ ಪರಮಾತ್ಮನನ್ನ ಸೇರೋದು ಅನ್ನೋದು. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯೋಗಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಅವನಿಗೆ ಆ ಪೂರ್ಣತ್ವದ ಒಂದು ಆಕಾಂಕ್ಷೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದನ್ನು ಹೊಂದ್ಬೇಕು, ಪೂರ್ಣವನ್ನ ಹೊಂದ್ಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದು ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ ಮರ್ತೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾನೆ ಅವನು. ನಾನು ಪೂರ್ಣನೇ ಅನ್ನುವುದು ಮರ್ತೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ಅದು ಅಜ್ಞಾನ. ಈ ಅಜ್ಞಾನದಿಂದ ಆ ಪೂರ್ಣತ್ವವನ್ನು ಹುಡುಕಿಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಾನೆ. ಆಗ ಸಾಧನೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಿ ಕೊನೆಗೆ ಅವನಿಗೆ ಜ್ಞಾನೋದಯವಾದಾಗ, ಓ ನಾನು ಪೂರ್ಣನೇ, ನಾನು ಇದರಿಂದ ಹೊರತಲ್ಲ ಅಂದಾಗ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅವನು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ತನ್ನ ಸ್ಥಾನವನ್ನ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಲ್ಲಿಸ್ತಾನೆ. ನಾನು ಜೀವಿ ಅನ್ನುವ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಥಾನದಿಂದ, ಓ ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪರಮಾತ್ಮ ಬೇರೆ ಅಲ್ಲ, ನಾನು ಬೇರೆ ಅಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ನುವ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಥಾನದಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಥಿರವಾಗಿ ನಿಲ್ತಾನೆ. ಅದು ಯೋಗ. ಆಗ ಜೀವಾತ್ಮ ಪರಮಾತ್ಮನಲ್ಲಿ ಸಾಯುಜ್ಯತೆಯನ್ನ ಪಡೆಯಿತು ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ತಿಳಿಸ್ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಹೀಗೆ ಇದನ್ನ ಯೋಗ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದು ಈ ಅಜ್ಞಾನವನ್ನು ಕಳಚೋದಷ್ಟೇನೆ. ಆವಾಗ ಎಲ್ಲವೂ ಪರಿಪೂರ್ಣವೇ, ಎಲ್ಲವೂ ಈ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮನಿಂದಲೇ ಒಳಗೊಂಡಿರುವಂತಹದ್ದು. ಆ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮನ್ ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಯಾವುದೂ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ನೋದು ನನ್ನ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಸರ್.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಪದ್ಮಮ್ಮ. When we look at Bhagavadgita, there are two primary viewpoints. There is Arjuna's viewpoint, that is a seeker's viewpoint. Who is a seeker? Someone who is seeking something. Outside of Bhagavad Gita, everyone is a seeker in life, in one sense. We are seeking money, position, power, yada, 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 right? We are always seeking something. And when we come into Bhagavad Gita study, what are we seeking? We are seeking something called as liberation, enlightenment, peace of mind, happiness, health, whatever it may be. But there is a seeker viewpoint. So what is a seeker's viewpoint? What is Arjuna's viewpoint? He is grief struck. He feels, I am depressed. He feels, I am sad. He feels, I will come down with lot of papa if I continue with this work that I'm supposed to be doing, which is what? The war. This is a seeker's viewpoint. That is Arjuna. Then there is Krishna's viewpoint. Who is Krishna? Someone who is established in the truth. There are many terms to refer to Krishna, but here in the context of Bhagavad Gita, we refer to him as Sri Krishna. And when we refer to him as Sri Krishna, we are not talking about the historical Krishna's viewpoint. We're talking about that being who is established in the truth. Truth means what? Something which is always there, something which is not modified at all. So there is Krishna's viewpoint, a Jnani's viewpoint, a Sadguru's viewpoint. That is Krishna. So like that, Bhagavad Gita gives us two contrasting viewpoints, Arjuna's viewpoint and Krishna's viewpoint, so that we can see life as it is and also as it appears. Arjuna's viewpoint is life as it appears, meaning what? It appears to be so. And what is Krishna's viewpoint? Krishna's viewpoint is life as it is, how it is. So in a simple example, if someone is wearing a red color glass, and if someone is saying, oh, the world is red, in a way, the world is red. Is it true? No, it is as it appears. Now, someone who is not wearing a red color glass, what they may say, why don't you remove your red glass and see the world? World is full of multiple colors. Then if that particular person removes the red glass and sees the world, then they can see all colors. So the one who is wearing the red color glass is Arjuna, and the one who has removed the red glass and seen the world as it is Krishna. So a seeker and a realized being. Like that, here, when we look at Purna Yoga from the viewpoint of Arjuna, my nature itself is Purnatva. However, I feel incomplete and I have to attain. Oh Krishna, help me to attain. You tell, it is easy for you to tell that, my nature is Purna. But I feel so much of anxiety, stress, worry, tension. Right now, I am feeling full of burden. So help me to reach there. Is the viewpoint of Arjuna. So from that viewpoint, Purna Yoga would be interpreted as I have to attain. I have to go there. I'm somewhere else. I'm in Mysore. I have to go to Bangalore if I want to see Vidhan Sauda. So that is the viewpoint of Arjuna. Whereas Krishna's teaching is realize, recognize that you are already complete. You will not be able to attain completeness. Because something complete, if let's assume for a moment, you are away from completeness, and let's say you go and reach that completeness, then during that time that you are away, whatever that you say you are attaining must have been incomplete. How can you say something is complete when you say, I'm going to get it? Which means you and I have to recognize that you and I are already complete and perform our role in this life with that complete clarity. That is the Purna Yoga. So it inverts the viewpoint. A seeker viewpoint is I have to get it. A realized being, Sri Krishna, Sadguru's viewpoint is, a Jnani's viewpoint is, you are already that. Recognize that and function in the world with that recognition. Yogastaha kuru karmani. Yogastaha. Be established in the yoga. This appearance of duality is a mere appearance. Realize your true nature and play your role in the world. Hari Om. Krishna ji, would you like to share your view? Is there anything that is coming to you?
Yeah, Rich. So, yeah, I was also having similar understanding. Before your talk, I was thinking Purna. Purna means, yeah, completeness. Recognizing that we are complete. It's like a jnana. And how I was interpreting to myself was like Purna is like a theory. And yoga means like attaining and experiencing that completeness is called yoga. That's how I interpreted myself before. But yeah, after you talk, like, yeah, there is slight correction in that. So that's how it's like completeness. We already there. It's a matter of just we have to recognize it, and there is nothing, nowhere to go. So that's how I see this.
Thank you.
Thank
Krishna.
you. Yeah.
Hari Om Rupaji.
Hari Om, sir. Hari Om, everyone.
Rupaji, we are currently contemplating the second question. Would you like to share your view?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Purna means completeness and yoga means attainment of completeness. Earlier, I used to get to hear things like happiness is within us only, and we can't find it in external things. I understood the real meaning only after going through these videos. Here, Purna is we are complete, and that bliss is there in us only, but we are not able to recognize this, and we are trying to find the bliss somewhere else. Now, this yoga actually helps us to understand that we are complete, that bliss is there in us. It removes the separation between the Atma and Paramatma. That's all, sir.
Thank you very much, Rupaji.
Yes.
So let's move on to the next question, a very important question. It's about
One question I had, sir.
Yeah, sorry, Shivaji. I'm really sorry.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
no, it's okay, sir. Just I don't know if it is already addressed. When we say attainment of completeness, isn't it relative? What may be, what I may feel as complete may not be complete for somebody else. So how do you know, or how do you recognize that? Yeah, I am complete.
Okay. So, say for example, let's take a simple example. Okay. So say you're hungry. How do you know you're full when you're eating food?
Okay, my stomach says, yeah, it's like,
So there is
it's a feeling, yeah.
there is a feeling that arises.
Yeah, feeling, yeah.
Right? Simply you can, there is no other way to describe. You simply say, I am full.
Yeah.
So even if you feed more, you know it is only to satiate the tongue, but you know you are full.
Yeah.
So that feeling is a very clear indicator that I am now done. So like that in life, there is something called as trupti. So what is trupti? in different activities, like the example that we just now took of the hunger, feel that trupti. So some activities, we may never feel the trupti.
Yeah.
Why? Because we have not yet understood. As a simple example, some say, their thirst for money is never complete. Their thirst for power is never complete. So, like that, in life, when you keep seeking that money or that power, seldom the question is, why am I seeking? Is it that, I really want that thing called as money? Earlier it used to be, you could stack it as notes in your house. Nowadays, it's all digital. So now you don't even know. Most of us are not even seeing the money these days. Is it not? It is simply something like a button in your app.
True. Yeah.
Yeah. So you're not even seeing. So when you say, I got 10 rupees, you don't know what it is. It simply is a number that appears on your screen. If right next to the 10 rupee, another zero gets added, and for whatever reason, you are not able to see properly, you even miss it. That now it is 100 rupees. So what is that you got? Simply in something called as an app, something that has changed. Some number that appears here that has changed. That is what you're nowadays have started to call as money. So is that what I want? Is that what any one of us really are seeking? So like that, once when someone starts questioning, the natural answer leads to, no, there is something from the money that I'm seeking. There is something from the power that I'm seeking. What is that I'm seeking by having money, by having power, by having whatever in life? Once when I focus on that, which is what is that all of us are looking for? What is that all of us want?
Happiness.
Peace, happiness, health, correct? So now focus on peace. Say you sit and, let's say that moment when you had your stomach is full and you feel trupti. In that feeling called trupti, is there something more that you want, or is there something that you feel as a less? Or whenever you have felt very peaceful, is there something that you are seeking in that peace? Is there, I want something more? Then you are not in peace, correct? When you say you are in peace?
When I feel complete. Okay, done.
Oh, that's it.
I got.
This is it, correct?
Yeah. Yeah.
This is it. So you and I and all of us have always been experiencing this. This is it.
Okay.
But the moment I shift my attention to, in mind something else appears, and suddenly the attention is diverted to something called as the world of the thoughts. So the shifting of the attention, and if that thought comes and says, as a simple example, I'm saying, hey, look at this. Look at this. It's such a nice diamond ring. My husband, my boyfriend, my wife, whoever gave me. And suddenly a thought may come in this mind also that, oh, I don't have it. Then suddenly, oh, I don't have it. I should also have it. So when the right clarity is not there, the mind will run towards attainment of that. Oh, I need that. Why? Because the jnana is not there. I have not looked into it. Because the jnana is not there, I think by attaining it, I will also glow like how this other person was glowing when they were showing. Hey, look, it's looking so nice. So, and everybody is saying, yo, you're looking so pretty. I also want to look pretty. So suddenly attention shifts. So when the attention shifts, somebody runs behind that thing when the right clarity is not there. So therefore, Purnatva means you are already Purna. You already are the embodiment of that peace. You are the source of peace. You are the source of that happiness. In life, when you say, I am feeling peaceful, I am feeling content, from where is that feeling coming? You couldn't have bought it from that gold or money or house. So what it means, it must be already there within you. So that you and I and all of us have always been experiencing. Just that there is a lack of understanding of the source of it. So therefore running behind the things of the world to attain it. Does that bring clarity, Shubhaji?
Yes, sir. Yeah. The example you gave as gold, right? Going behind gold. So I personally, in my mind, I feel like I haven't read much enough that I am not able to put it across. So that attainment I am still longing for. The jnana.
So that is an expression. See, for example, these days, you have something called as artificial intelligence. You go and ask a mobile phone, tell me about Mount Everest. In mobile phone, especially your characters, your Siri, your Gemini, there are 100 things. You can give your own name. So there's a mobile character called as Shubha also. You ask that mobile character, because all these mobile characters, you can give your own name also. That Amazon thing, you can name it something else. So you ask, Shubha, tell me about Mount Everest. It'll tell you some 100 things that maybe you and I will never also know. Okay. So in a way, this is much more knowledgeable. All the knowledge, all the so-called human knowledge is already embodied in it. So in terms of the human knowledge, in terms of the expression, this one will use, maybe it will say the same thing in French, it will say the same thing in German, it will say the same thing in Persian, or it may say even the same thing in Sanskrit. Wow, what a scholar. It is able to quote, write Bhagavadgita shlokas also when it is saying that if there is anything related to Mount Everest in Bhagavad-gita, which I don't think so. But would you call this realized? Would you call this
No.
realized?
No.
No. Why? Why? What is the difference?
It's just reproducing what is being fed in.
Exactly. So that is not jnana.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I got it, sir. Thank you. Yeah.
Hari Om. Shall we move on? Or is there something else you want to say on this question, Shubhaji?
No, sir. Yeah. Thank you for the
Sure.
Sir, here the knowledge itself is different, no, sir. Like from spirituality or Vedanta perspective, the knowledge that we are talking about is only the knowledge of the self, isn't it? Whereas knowledge in outside Vedanta or for the worldly purposes, knowledge is also what you currently mentioned, like information about some things, but it can be gotten from various sources these days. But the true knowledge would be reference to this only, right? Atmajnana.
So even in Vedanta, as a Arjuna, he received it from Krishna. See, he surrendered and he received it from Krishna. Krishna said, why are you crying? Your true nature is, you are never to be destroyed. So all that jnana, knowledge, came from Krishna only. But what is the difference in this jnana? This jnana is no more about some other object. This jnana is about Arjuna's true nature, your true nature, my true nature, all of our true nature. But what was masking Arjuna to realize that? His thought process called as, I am something and I am separate from something. That thought process is very deeply established within Arjuna. So what is this knowledge did? It simply clarified that that thought that you are carrying, that I am something else, is a false thought. Look at it. When it doesn't necessarily say it like that, but when that Arjuna looks at it like that, when Arjuna realizes it, he is none other than Krishna only. So that is the speciality of this knowledge. Yeah. Okay, so shall we go to the next question? All right. So it's about our today's world and a thing called as depression. So would love to hear your perspective on these particular sub questions. Now that you can order food, house, even maybe wife and children by simply sitting and clicking some buttons on the phone. Even jnana is available. Even spiritual jnana. Go to YouTube. Probably the most just search Bhagavadgita. You will find probably 1 lakh videos. Okay, or more than that maybe. I don't know. So everything is available now. Is there really a need for a human-to-human contact? What is this thing called as a depression that people talk about, or stress that people talk about? Is there a solution for this? So I would love to hear all of your perspective on these 3 questions. Is human-to-human contact important? What is the solution for depression? What is Bhavaroga, or something called as a problem of Samsaara? Shall we begin with Shubhaji?
Is human-to-human contact important? I would say yes and no to this. I don't know if I'm wrong, but what I understood, I would like to put it across. Yeah. Human-to-human contact is important. Like what we do right now, it's human-to-human contact. It is very beneficial for me. So that way I feel yes. And when it comes to the other part of it, where I am, where I have a contact with somebody and that person's perspective of life is different from what I think, and it's more, I feel is more negative, then I feel it's not required. So that way I feel yes and no. Okay. So what is the solution for depression? Yeah, initially, before I could get into all this Jnana Yoga and all these classes, yes, depression, I felt is uh, just an outlet of shouting, all that. And getting sad and always fighting, all that. Yeah. And in some cases, people resort to all those drugs and things which are not important. After getting this jnana, I feel Bhagavad Gita has a wonderful way of getting out of this depression. Personally, I would like to say, personally, there are a lot of things that were going on in my life. And I was thinking that all these problems are only for me. But that ignorance, that me thing went away after I realized that the jnana that came to me, that I was thinking that I is just the body. So I would take everything so personally. Then after coming to know that the I, the Atma in me is not the body, mind. So that is when I realized this, everything is bliss. The question of depression is nowhere there. It is just my collection of thoughts that was just bothering me. So the right understanding that I am not the body, I am not the mind, did help me in finding a solution for depression. And of course, problem of samsara, yes, we all know everything. And there are a lot of problems in this samsara. It need not be a problem as long as you realize that there is always a solution to every problem. And how the solution comes, it is your right understanding. Once that right understanding is there, then the problem of samsara also disappears. So that is how I understood this question, sir.
Excellent, Shubhaji. Very nice. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Savitri Amma?
ಓಕೆ ಸರ್. ಅಂದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾನಸಿಕ ಖಿನ್ನತೆಗೆ ಮೂಲ ಕಾರಣ ಅಂದ್ರೇನೆ ನಾವು ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ಬರಿಂದ ಸಂಪರ್ಕವನ್ನು ಕಡಿಮೆಗೊಳಿಸೋದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಗುರುಜಿ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏಕಾಂಗಿಯಾಗಿರುವುದರಿಂದ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ನಮ್ಮದೇ ಒಂದು ಜಗತ್ತನ್ನು ಸೃಷ್ಟಿ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡ್ತೇವೆ. ಬೇರೆಯವರಿಂದ ಸಂಪರ್ಕವನ್ನು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ನಮ್ಮದೇ ಆದಂತ ಒಂದು ಲೋಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಥವಾ ನಮ್ಮದೇ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಪಂಚವನ್ನು ಸೃಷ್ಟಿ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ನಮ್ಮದೇ ವಿಚಾರದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಬಿದ್ದು ಒದ್ದಾಡ್ತೇವೆ. ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ಬರ ವಿಚಾರವನ್ನು ಹಂಚಿಕೊಳ್ಳೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಥವಾ ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ಬರ ಯಾವುದೇ ಸಲಹೆಗಳನ್ನು ನಾವು ಸ್ವೀಕರಿಸೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು ಈ ನಾಗರಿಕತೆ ಅಭಿವೃದ್ಧಿ ಆಗೋದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮುಂಚೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮೊದಲು ಹಳ್ಳಿಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಅಥವಾ ಈ ನಾಗರಿಕತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಗರ ಪ್ರದೇಶಗಳು ಅಭಿವೃದ್ಧಿ ಆಗೋದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮುಂಚೆ ಈ ಮಾನಸಿಕ ಖಿನ್ನತೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಪ್ರಮಾಣದಲ್ಲಿತ್ತು ಅನ್ನೋದು ನನ್ನ ಅಭಿಪ್ರಾಯ ಸರ್. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ ರಿಲೇಷನ್ ಇರ್ತಿತ್ತು ಎಲ್ಲರಲ್ಲಿಯೂ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈಗ ನಮ್ಮ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆ ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ಬರ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆ ಆಗಿರ್ತಿತ್ತು, ಹಾಗೂ ನಮ್ಮ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಜಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲೀಸ್ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆಗಳನ್ನು ನಾವು ಒಬ್ರಿಗೊಬ್ರು ಹಂಚಿಕೊಳ್ತಿದ್ವಿ. ಮತ್ತು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹಿರಿಯರು ಇರೋದರಿಂದ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ತಮ್ಮ ಜೀವನದ ಮೌಲ್ಯಗಳ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಕಥೆಗಳ ರೂಪದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆಗಳಿಗೂ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪರಿಹಾರ ಸಿಗ್ತಿತ್ತು. ಆದ್ರೆ ಈಗ ಈ ಜಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲೀಸ್ ಈಗ ಸಿಗುವುದಿಲ್ಲ, ಅಥವಾ ಈ ನಗರದ ಪ್ರದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋದರಿಂದ ಈಗ ಈ ಎಲ್ಲ ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿಗಳಿಂದ ಈ ಮೊದಲಿದ್ದಂತ ಅನುಭವ ಅಥವಾ ಈ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆ ಪರಿಹಾರ ಇದು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕಡಿಮೆಯಾಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏಕಾಂಗಿತನ ಇರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಮೊದಲಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಹಳ್ಳಿಗಳಲ್ಲಾಗಲಿ ಅಥವಾ ಈ ನಾಗರಿಕತೆ ಅಭಿವೃದ್ಧಿ ಆಗೋದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮುಂಚೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆ ಇತರರ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆಯೂ ಕೂಡ ಆಗಿರ್ತಿತ್ತು, ಮತ್ತು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏಕಾಂಗಿತನವಿರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ನಾವು ಒಬ್ರಿಗೊಬ್ಬರು ಎಲ್ಲ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆಗಳನ್ನು ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ, ಅವ್ರ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆಯನ್ನು ನಾವು ಆಲಿಸ್ತಿದ್ವಿ, ಇದರಿಂದ ನಮಗೆ ಪರಿಹಾರ ಸಿಗ್ತಿತ್ತು. ಆದ್ರೆ ಅವರು ಹಿರಿಯರು ಇರೋದರಿಂದ ಈ ಕೂಡು ಕುಟುಂಬಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ ಕಥೆಗಳ ರೂಪದಲ್ಲಿ ಜೀವನದ ಮೌಲ್ಯವನ್ನು ಹೇಳಿ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಸಮಸ್ಯೆಗೂ ಅವರು ಆತ್ಮಧೈರ್ಯವನ್ನು ಅಥವಾ ಆತ್ಮಸ್ಥೈರ್ಯವನ್ನು ತುಂಬುತ್ತಿದ್ರು. ಆದ್ರೆ ಈಗ ಈ ಕೂಡು ಕುಟುಂಬಗಳು ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಇರುವುದರಿಂದ ಮತ್ತು ಸಾರ್ವಜನಿಕ ಸಂಪರ್ಕವೂ ಕೂಡ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಇರುವುದರಿಂದ, ಈಗ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ನಾವು ಈಗ ಸಾರ್ವಜನಿಕ ಸಾರಿಗೆ ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗುವಾಗ ಎಲ್ಲರ ಜೊತೆ ನಮಗೆ ಸಂಪರ್ಕ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಆದ್ರೆ ಅದೇ ನಾವು ನಮ್ಮ ಸ್ವಂತ ವಾಹನವನ್ನು ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಂಡು ಸಂಚಾರ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಆ ಸಂಪರ್ಕ ನಮಗೆ ಬರಲ್ಲ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ 100 ಜನ ಇರುವುದರಿಂದ ಎಲ್ಲ ರೀತಿಯ ಅನುಭವವನ್ನು ನಾವು ಪಡಿತೇವೆ. ಆದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮದೇ ಸ್ವಂತ ವಾಹನದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗುವಾಗ ಆ ರೀತಿಯಾದಂತ ಅನುಭವ ನಮಗೆ ಸಿಗುವುದಿಲ್ಲ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಪಾಠಗಳನ್ನು ಅಥವಾ ನಮ್ಮ ಜೀವನದ ಮೌಲ್ಯಗಳನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಕಲಿಯುತ್ತೇವೆ. ಇದೇ ರೀತಿ ಸಾರ್ವಜನಿಕ ಸಂಪರ್ಕವಿಲ್ಲದೆ ಇರುವುದರಿಂದಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಈ ಮಾನಸಿಕ ಖಿನ್ನತೆಗೆ ಒಂದು ಮೂಲ ಕಾರಣ ಅಂತಾನೆ ಹೇಳಬಹುದು. ಆದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ, ನಮ್ಮದೇ ಆದಂತ ವಿಚಾರಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಮುಳುಗಿ ಖಿನ್ನತೆಗೊಳಗಾಗುತ್ತೇವೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮನುಷ್ಯನಿಗೆ ಸಂಪರ್ಕವಿರುವುದರಿಂದ ತನ್ನ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆಗಳನ್ನು ಅವನು ಇತರರೊಂದಿಗೆ ಹಂಚಿಕೊಂಡು ಅದರಿಂದ ಹೊರಬರುತ್ತಾನೆ. ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿರುವಂತ ಈ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಥಾಟ್ಸ್ಗಳನ್ನು ನಾವು ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಥಾಟ್ಸ್ಗಳ ಹತ್ರ ಹೊರಬರುತ್ತೇವೆ. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ ಈ ನಾಗರಿಕತೆ ಬೆಳೆದಂತೆ ಸಾರ್ವಜನಿಕ ಸಂಪರ್ಕದಿಂದ ನಾವು ದೂರವಾಗಿ ಈ ಮಾನಸಿಕ ಒತ್ತಡದಿಂದ ಬಳಲುತ್ತಿರುತ್ತೇವೆ. ಆದರೆ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಮುಖ್ಯ ಪರಿಹಾರವೆಂದರೆ, ಅಂದರೆ ನಾವು ಸಂತೋಷವನ್ನು ಹೊರಗಡೆಯಿಂದ ಹುಡುಕುತ್ತಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸಂತೋಷ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿಯೇ ಇದೆ, ಒಳಗಡೆ ಇದೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು ನಮಗೆ ಅರಿವಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುವುದಿಲ್ಲ. ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇವೇನಾದರೂ ವಸ್ತುಗಳನ್ನು ಕೊಂಡುಕೊಳ್ಳುವುದರಿಂದ ನಮಗೆ ಸಂತೋಷ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ನಮಗೆ ಬೇಕಾದ ವಸ್ತುಗಳನ್ನು ನಾವು ಸೇವಿಸುವುದರಿಂದ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ಈ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹೊರಗಡೆಯಿಂದ ಹುಡುಕುವುದೇ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಮೂಲ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆ. ಸಂತೋಷ ಇರೋದು ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿಯೇ ಇದೆ. ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿಯೇ ಇರುವುದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಮರೆತು ಹೊರಗಡೆಯಿಂದ ಹುಡುಕೋದೇ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಮಾಡುತ್ತಿರುವಂತ ಮೊದಲನೆಯ ತಪ್ಪು ಕೆಲಸ ಅಂತಾನೆ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿರುವಂತ ಜ್ಞಾನದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಮಗೆ ಅರಿವಿರುವುದಿಲ್ಲ. ಆದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ, ನಮಗೆ ಮಾನಸಿಕ ಖಿನ್ನತೆಗಾದಾಗ ಈ ಮಾನಸಿಕ ವೈದ್ಯರ ಹತ್ರ ಹೋಗ್ತೇವೆ. ಅವರು ನಮ್ಮನ್ನ ಸಂದರ್ಶನ ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಳ್ತಾರೆ. ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿರುವಂತ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆಗಳನ್ನು ಆಲಿಸಿ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ಔಷಧಿಗಳನ್ನು ಕೊಡಬಹುದು ಅಥವಾ ಮಾತ್ರೆಗಳನ್ನು ನೀಡಬಹುದು. ಆದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಗುರೂಜಿ ಹೇಳೋ ಹಾಗೆ ಆ ಮಾನಸಿಕ ವೈದ್ಯರು ಕೂಡ ಎಲ್ಲ ಈ ಮಾನಸಿಕ ರೋಗಿಗಳ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆಗಳನ್ನು ಕೇಳಿ ಅವರು ಕೂಡ ಮಾನಸಿಕ ರೋಗಿಗಳೇ ಆಗುತ್ತಾರೆ. ಅವರ ಸಲಹೆಗಳನ್ನು ನಾವು ಕೇಳಿ ಅವರ ರೋಗ ನಮಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ರೋಗ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆ ಸಿಗುವುದೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಆದರೆ ನಮಗೆ ನಿಜವಾದ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆಯನ್ನು ನೀಡುವುದು ಭಗವಂತ. ಅವನೇ ಭವರೋಗ ವೈದ್ಯ ಅಂತಾನೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮನ್ನು ಸೃಷ್ಟಿ ಮಾಡಿದವನು ಅವನೇ. ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿರುವ ತೊಳಲಾಟ ಏನು, ನಮ್ಮ ಮಾನಸಿಕ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆಗಳೇನು ಅನ್ನೋದು ನಿಜವಾಗಿ ಅವನೊಬ್ಬನಿಗೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಅರಿವಿರುತ್ತೆ. ನಿಜವಾಗಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅವನಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಆತ್ಮಜ್ಞಾನವನ್ನು ಪಡೆದು ಅವನಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಸರೆಂಡರ್ ಆದಾಗ ಅಥವಾ ನಾವು ಶರಣಾಗತಿ ಆದಾಗ ಅವನೇ ನಮಗೆ ನಿಜವಾಗಿ ಅದರ ಸಲಹೆಗಳನ್ನು ನೀಡುತ್ತಾನೆ. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಭವರೋಗ ವೈದ್ಯ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಭಗವಂತನಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತ್ರ ನಾವು ಸಂತೋಷವನ್ನು ಕಂಡುಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು. ಅವನೇ ನಿಜವಾದ ಮಾನಸಿಕ ತಜ್ಞ ಅಂತೆ. ಅವನೇ ನಮಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ನಿಜವಾದ ಮಾನಸಿಕ ತೊಳಲಾಟ ಏನಿದೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಅವನಿಗೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣವಾಗಿ ಗೊತ್ತಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಅವನು ಮಾತ್ರ ನಮಗೆ ನಿಜವಾದ ಪರಿಹಾರ ನೀಡಲು ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಅಂತಾನೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಬೇರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹೊರಗಡೆಯಿಂದ ಹುಡುಕುವುದರಿಂದ ನಮಗೆ ಸಂತೋಷ ಸಿಗುವುದಿಲ್ಲ. ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿಯೇ ಇರುವಂತ ಆತ್ಮ ಜ್ಞಾನವನ್ನು ಅರಿತು ಭಗವಂತನಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ನಮ್ಮ ಸರೆಂಡರ್ ಆದಾಗ ಅಥವಾ ಭಗವಂತನಿಗೆ ನಾವು ನಮ್ಮನ್ನು ಅರ್ಪಣೆ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ನಿಜವಾದ ಪರಿಹಾರ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಇದರಿಂದ ಹೊರಬರಬಹುದು ಅಂತಾನೆ ಗುರುಜಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಸರ್.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಅಮ್ಮ, ಬಹಳ ಸುಂದರವಾಗಿ.
ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸರ್.
ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು. Padmaji, would you like to share your views?
Yeah. So is human to human contact important? I believe yes, it is very important. Whether irrespective of whether our interaction is pleasant or unpleasant, I think every interaction teaches us many things. So human to human interaction is important. Also, when there are multiple aspects to the contact itself, one is you learn to communicate properly. You learn to put things in a gentle and in a way that is acceptable to others. You at least try and learn that thing. So, third is when you share anything, whether it is good or bad, there is a way or it is an outlet. The contact or the communication that you have with others, it's an outlet to either multiply if it is something happy, and it is to reduce the sufferings if you are carrying that within you. For example, say you go to visit somebody in a hospital who is like sick and is admitted. So when you go there and meet that person, after talking to you or even seeing you, there is a spark within that person who was sick just because you went and visited that person. And of course, when you come back, you are carrying a little bit of sadness or whatever that person was experiencing within you. But then in a way you have made that person a little lighter because of your visit. So that is how I see human to human contacts, or whether it is within the family or whether you are interacting with someone else outside, as it brings some value to you and to the other person as well. Positive or negative, that is another perspective to it. Secondly, we all function in this world according to our perception of what this means or what this makes sense of. So even a simple statement that I say to you can be perceived differently by different people. Say you say the same statement to 4 different people. According to the state of mind that they are in currently, they can receive it differently. So the best example for this would be the story of Buddha, where, you know, a lady spits on his face and Buddha is so calm, and his Shishya, who is not even a direct party to this, gets affected and he gets outraged by, you know, why did this lady, you know, treat you like this? Does she even know all this? So Buddha is in a different state of mind. So even that spit the coming onto his face did not affect him, whereas the Shishya got riled up so much. And I think one of the aspects that we see in today's world, where, you know, everywhere you see there is so much of anger and rage coming out and people are treating each other so horribly. I think that is also a result of, you know, lack of this human to human contact which is there. Because when you have human to human contact, only you develop qualities like tolerance, which is very important in any society or even within the family, isn't it? If there is no tolerance, it leads to more anger and rage within, and you are freely expressing it everywhere without any reservation or inhibitions. So that will come only by human to human contact. Second, what is this depression? This depression is coming from the wrong understanding of why I am experiencing all this, or to go deep into that. For example, you have lot of raga, dvesha, all these things are coming in your relationships. You have either too much attachment to somebody or you do not like somebody, and because of that, lot of confusions and delusions are arising within you. And because of that, you are not performing the right action. Your actions are based on those raga and dvesha that you are experiencing within your mind. So as a result of that, you are not, there is no connect between what you really want to do or what you really should be doing and what you have done or what you are doing. Because of which there is a big gap of not having performed the right action, or there is a lot of confusion which is resulting in that grief or in sadness or in depression. So that is the reason for the depression itself. What is the solution for depression? To know that I am not this grief. When you are performing, or this raga, why I have so much attachment to somebody, or why I hate this person so much. When we start examining that, then we start really coming out of it. And one of the best solution for the depression or anything is coming into the Sharanagati of the scriptures and Shri Krishna, because that is where the true teachings are, and that is the guide to show you like how you should be leading your life, what should be your perception, because your perception drives your action. So if you have the right perception, then obviously your actions will be right, and when you are performing in a right way, there will be no confusion, there will be no regret, there will be no also self-praise also will not be there too much, because you have done what you have to do only. So that is one of the things that is coming from the study of these scriptures. Same, sir, Bhavaroga and Samsaara also, what I just described, it is just attachment to certain things, and then because of that not performing our duties properly, and all this leading to further confusion and a lot of delusion that I am this body, I am this, I am not this. All this is coming as a reason for the Bhavaroga. So for all this, I think the common solution is Bhagavad Gita. Thank you.
Wonderful. Very nice. So Shri Krishna has found many, many marketing people. Thank you, Padmaji. His product is the only product, no, that people want to market by themselves. Voluntarily, they want to market. Very clever fellow.
I think also, sir, the result of that we experience is why we want to share it more, no, sir. The peace and the thing that we have within us after that is making us want to share. It's like, if I find something new and it is very nice for me, I will be so excited to share it with everyone, no? It's like that.
Very nice. Thank you. Padma Amma?
ಸರಿ, ಎಲ್ಲ ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಪೂರ್ತಿ ಮುಗಿಸ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ನಂಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ನಾನು ಈ ಮೂರು ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಒಂದೇ ಅಂತ ತಗೊಂಡು ನಾ ಹೇಳಕ್ ಇಷ್ಟಪಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಘಟನೆಗಳು ಒಂದು ನಿಯಮಾನುಸಾರ ನಡೀತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಹೇಗೆ ತಗೊಳ್ತೀವಿ ಅನ್ನೋದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಇದು ಇಷ್ಟ ಆಯ್ತು, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಂತೋಷ, ನಂಗೆ ಇದು ಇಷ್ಟ ಆಗ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಂಗೆ ದುಃಖ, ಹೀಗೆ ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನ ಅರ್ಥೈಸ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ. ಆಗ ನಮ್ಗಿಷ್ಟ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಇರೋದು ಬಂದಾಗ ನಂಗೆ ಡಿಪ್ರೆಷನ್ ಆಗತ್ತೆ, ನಂಗೆ ಖಿನ್ನತೆ ಉಂಟಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಸಂತೋಷವಾಗಿದ್ದಾಗ ಅದನ್ನ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಎಂಜಾಯ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೀನಿ, ತುಂಬಾ ಸುಂದರ ಹಾಗೆ ಇರ್ತೀನಿ. ಇವಾಗ ನಾನು ಬಾಡಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಮೈಂಡ್ ಅನ್ನುವ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಥಾನದಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುವಾಗ ನಾನು ಈ ಸಂಸಾರದಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ನನಗೆ ಈ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸಂಸಾರದಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುವಂತಹ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆಗಳನ್ನ ನನಗೆ ಯಾವಾಗ ಎದುರಿಸಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ನನಗೆ ಅಜ್ಞಾನ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಅದು ಬರ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಕ್ಷಣಿಕ ಇದು. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾದಂತಹ ಸರಿಯಾದ ಒಂದು ಏನು ನಿರ್ಧಾರವನ್ನು ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನುವ ಒಂದು ಜ್ಞಾನ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ನನಗೆ ಆ ದುಃಖಗಳು ಹೆಚ್ಚಾಗಿ ಕಾಡುತ್ತವೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಖಿನ್ನತೆಗೆ ಒಳಗಾಗ್ತೀನಿ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ಥಿತಪ್ರಜ್ಞನಾಗು. ಸ್ಥಿತಪ್ರಜ್ಞನಾದಾಗ ಹೀಗೆ, ಈಗ ತಾನೇ ನೀವು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹೊತ್ತಿನ ಹಿಂದೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಿ, ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ್ದು ಹೇಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತೋ ಹಾಗಾಗೆ ತಗೊಳ್ಬೇಕು, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನೀನು ವಿಚಲಿತನಾಗ್ಬೇಡ. ಆಗ ನನಗೆ ಈ ದುಃಖವನ್ನ ನಾನು ತಗೊಂಡಾಗ ಅದೇ ಭವರೋಗ, ಅದೇ ಸಂಸಾರದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಸಿಲುಕಾಕೊಂಡಿರೋದು ಅಂತ. ಆದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ಅದು ಹೇಗ್ ಬರುತ್ತೋ ಹಾಗೆ ತಗೊಂಡಾಗ ನಾನು ಅದನ್ನ ಹೇಗೆ ಅದನ್ನ ನಿವಾರಣೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಬಹುದು, ಅದರಿಂದ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಹೇಗ್ ಬರಬಹುದು ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ನಾನು ಹುಡುಕ್ತೀನಿ. ಆ ಹುಡುಕ್ತಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆವಾಗ ನನ್ಗೆ ಖಿನ್ನತೆ ಉಂಟಾದಾಗ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಪ್ರಿಂಗ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ಸ್ಪ್ರಿಂಗ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರೆ ಹೇಗೆ ಅದು ಸಂಕುಚಿತವಾಗುತ್ತೋ ಹಾಗೆ ಆವಾಗ ಸಂಕುಚಿತವಾದಾಗ ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದು ಒರಿಜಿನಲ್ ಸ್ಟೇಜಿಗೆ ಬರಬೇಕು. ಹಾಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ನಿಜ ಸ್ಥಿತಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಬಂದಾಗ ನಮಗೆ ಆ ಒಂದು ಖಿನ್ನತೆ ಹೊರಟೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದನ್ನ ಹೇಗೆ ಆ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ನ ತೆಗಿಯೋದು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಹೀಗೆ ನಾವು ಶರಣಾಗತಿ ಆಗೋದು ದೇವರಿಗೋಸ್ಕರ ಅಥವಾ ಪರಮಾತ್ಮನ ಶರಣಾಗತಿ ಆಗೋದ್ರಿಂದ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಆಗ ಇದರಿಂದ ಹೊರಗೆ ಹೇಗ್ ಬರೋದು ಅನ್ನುವ ಒಂದು ಗುರು ಆಗ ಬಂದು ನಮ್ಗೆ ನೀನು ಹೀಗಲ್ಲ ಹೀಗ್ ಮಾಡು. ಗುರು ನನ್ನಲ್ಲೇ ಇರ್ಬೋದು ಅಥವಾ ಹೊರಗಡೆಯಿಂದ ಬರಬಹುದು. ಆ ಗುರುವಿನ ಮಾರ್ಗದರ್ಶನದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಅವಾಗ ಹುಡುಕೊಳ್ತೀನಿ ಹೇಗೆ ಈ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆಯಿಂದ ನಾನು ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಬರೋದು ಅಂತ. ಇವಾಗ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು, ತುಂಬಾ ಸೊಗಸಾಗಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ತುಂಬಾ ಮನಮುಟ್ಟು ಹಾಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಹೇಗೆ ಜನಗಳ ಸಂಪರ್ಕ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಇರೋದು, ಅವಾಗ ಒಬ್ಬರ ಅಭಿಪ್ರಾಯ ಒಬ್ಬರಿಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗೋದೇ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಅವ್ರ ಮನ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ನಡೀತಾ ಇದೆ ಅನ್ನೋದೇ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಅಥವಾ ನನ್ನ ಮನಸ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋದನ್ನ ನಾನು ಹಂಚ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಕ್ಕೂ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಬೇರೆಯವರೆಲ್ಲನೂ ಬ್ಯುಸಿಯಾಗೇ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಈಗಿನ ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ. ನನಗೆ ಬಂದ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆನ ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ, ಅಥವಾ ಅವರ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆಯನ್ನ ಕೇಳಿ ನಾನು ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಪರಿಹಾರವನ್ನು ಹೇಳೋದಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಹೀಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಹೇಳೋದು ಬೇಡ. ಅದರಿಂದ ಒಬ್ರಿಗೊಬ್ರಿಗೆ ಸಂಪರ್ಕ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ನಮಗೆ ತೊಂದರೆಗಳು ಹೆಚ್ಚಾಗತ್ತೆ. ನಾವು ಗುರುವನ್ನ ಎಲ್ಲೇ ಆಗ್ಲಿ ಕಂಡು ಹಿಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು. ನಮ್ಮ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆಗೆ ಪರಿಹಾರವನ್ನ ಕಂಡು ಹಿಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು. ಹೇಗೆ ಸ್ಪ್ರಿಂಗ್ ಸಗೊಂಡಿರುತ್ತೋ ಅದು ಮತ್ತೆ ಅದರ ನಿಜ ಸ್ಥಿತಿಗೆ ಬರುವವರೆಗೂ ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನ ಆ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ನ ತೆಗ್ದು ಹಾಕ್ಬೇಕು. ಆಗ ಈ ಭವರೋಗದಿಂದ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಬರ್ತೀವಿ. ಮುಖ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಸ್ಥಿತಪ್ರಜ್ಞತೆಯನ್ನ ಹೊಂದಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನುವುದೇ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕಂಡು ಬರ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು. ಇಷ್ಟನ್ನು ಹೇಳಿ ಮುಗಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಹರಿ.
ಸೊಗಸಾಗಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಿ ಅಮ್ಮ, ಧನ್ಯವಾದ. I just want to take your permission. If it's already 7:30 almost, still Krishnaji, Rupaji and I have to share. Is it okay to continue or pause and continue next week? Any opinions?
Okay, sir.
All right.
Sir, Padmaji wanted to say something. Padmama, you're okay or?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Krishnaji, would you like to share?
Yeah. So the first 3.8 question I've been having very long time, but I've never asked as such. But luckily it came up here, and I already had multiple interpretations. So I was also having a two viewpoint of this. One is like before this, like even the way I'm communicating now to the device, it has been done by other human. So it is, I feel, I just want to take claim an example, so that even to the shop where we go, the food we get from the farmers till the home, the plate, mom, and then I take to the hands and feed to my body. So I feel, yeah, logical mind says, yeah, it is important, and to have a calm conversation, and there can be bad situation with the conversation. So logically yes, but in another viewpoint of, in the terms of spirituality, when I say I'm the one and I'm the completeness, so it's like I there is no need. So I'm in these two types of viewpoint and in a dilemma of that. Pointing to the next point, the solution for depression is like, we have got identified with our body and materialistic, this worldly life, and the solution would be like truly recognize and experience the oneness and truly who you are. That is the way we can come out of depression. The third point is Bhavaroga is like by the word Bhavaroga is worldly existent. The disease exists in the world, in the worldly life. And problem of samsara is like a circle where we start, I'll be going somewhere, but again coming to here, same circle. I wouldn't get out of that. I'll be experiencing in different body and different perspective of mindsets, but still I would be going in a circle. I would not go anywhere above the point where I'm here, but still I'll be going. That is the problem I see in the samsara. Yeah, that's all I had. Thank you. Thank you.
Wonderful, Krishnaji. Thank you very much. Rupaji, what is your opinion?
Yes, sir. Is human to human contact important? Yes, it is important, because we are all social animals. We can't live alone. And what is the solution for depression? Earlier there were joint families where there were so many people. These issues of depression were not commonly found in anyone. But now it has grown so much, we can easily identify that it is because of this lack of human to human contact only. And what is the solution for depression is the advices that Krishna offers in Bhagavad Gita, the chapter 2 and 3, about the right action. I think that is a solution for depression. When we do the right action, that itself will is the solution for depression, sir. And what is Bhavaroga? Problem of samsara. The problem here is we see the other person as separate from us, and that only creates a lot of problems in life. When we are with people, if we are one with them, then there won't be any separateness, and no matter how the other person is, if we are supportive in whatever they do, then it would be easy, sir. That's all, sir.
Very nice, Rupaji. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
See, the theme of second chapter itself is surrender to the right knowledge that will help you to perceive correctly. And it is a right perception, like how wonderfully Padmaji put it. It is a right perception that leads to right action. And then the natural outcome called the pragnatva is there. So very simple equation. I have to surrender to the right knowledge. Then right perception leads to right action. And the outcome, I don't even have to worry about the outcome, because it is bound to create that result. There is no two ways about it. So, therefore, when you look at it from the right perception viewpoint, what is samsara? That which is continuously moving is samsara. Samsarate iti samsaraha. That which is continuously moving is samsara. What is continuously moving? Please look at you. Look at around you. Everything is moving. Your body is continuously moving. Your mind is continuously moving. What you call as this world is continuously moving. Everything that you know and you perceive is continuously moving. So, in a way, you are like standing in this stream called as world, and it is going past you. It's continuously flowing. Not realizing that the nature of the world, and world means what? Including your body and mind. Nature of the world is to flow. I want to hold on to parts of it. I want to hold on to parts of it. What part? It could be my body part. You know how nice I look. I am now aging. I need to gray my hair. I want to hold on to the black hair. Or I want to hold on to my skin glow. Something related to my body. I don't want the change. I want it to be like that. That's the biggest industry, no? Cosmetics industry. All of us fall for that. Fair and lovely. Oh, now men also, fair and handsome. So, big industry. Why? I want to hold on to this, however it was. I am not willing. I'm not okay. I have not yet accepted that the nature of life is to change. Nature of the body is to change. I'm not willing to accept. I want to hold on. I want to hold on to my mental concepts. What is right? What is wrong? I know that person. That is why he is saying like this only. He is saying that just to insult me only. I know him. Oh, don't I know him for last 20 years? So I want to hold on to concepts about other people or about world. That religion, not good. Those people, no, not at all good. This is the only best thing. So I want to hold on to my mental concepts. I want to hold on to my mental concepts. I want to hold on to all these ideas that I carry about life is the fundamental source of my suffering in life. I am not willing to adapt. How does adaptation come in life? If I sit in a room, if I close the door, if I close the windows, how wonderful the air is. I've got some very nice $20,000 air, and I pump that air into this room. Then I close the room, all of it, and the window, and I sit in that room. How will that air be after some time? Very fresh, no? Very wonderful, no? My 20,000 air, after some time, will become my own source of death. It will become poison. Suffocating. What I have to do? Simply open the door, simply open the window, let the fresh air come. And that fresh air is the world where I get to be part of other people, other animals, other beings. And it is in this constant beingness with others that I truly can learn how to be one with the samsara. Because the jnana that the nature of the world is changing, it's very easy to grasp in a Vedanta class. Very easy to grasp in a classroom setting. The class ends and the wife is there and the husband is there and the child is there and the neighbor is there and the dog is barking and government has increased the taxes and you hear somebody being killed by somebody, some rape, some murder. Suddenly, all the jnana, where it goes. So for the jnana to be established, the teaching is very simple. Tatatvamasi, you are that only. Why Krishna is, you could have said it in 3 words. Why did you take 700 slokas, Vedavyasa Maharshi? And on top of it, you had to construct Mahabharata. And then to explain it, you had to create Purana. All these things, why so much? 3 words. So easy. It is easy, true, but also could be the most difficult. Why? Because something called as a mind is where I'm holding on to all this. So in order for I to get established in the truth, you need a lab. It is not enough to learn the theory. You need a lab. And the world is a lab. Your wife is your guru. When she comes and scolds you, how are you? Your husband is your guru. Your children are your guru. Your dog is your guru. The paristhithis, the situations of life are your true teachers. If there was no war, if he did not have to confront his own relatives, would Arjuna have really gotten this question? It was a situation, it was a guru in the form of the situation that drove Arjuna to say, my God, I cannot deal with it anymore. I need to come out of this. Krishna. So the arthanada, the surrender, the true surrender happened only because the guru in the form of the situations taught Arjuna that you need to learn something more important in life. Then only you can be like, that fellow who is your charioteer. Look at him. He's constantly singing and apparently having Rasa Leela, running around, fixing somebody, always manipulating something. But he seems to be quite happy and content in life. There is a role model. Just see. But that role model is willing to share only when you ask the right question. So if it was not for all the situation, You can ponder a philosophical question, and I don't know whether anybody will find an answer, but you can look at your own life and you'll definitely find an answer. Would Arjuna ever have found Bhagavad Gita had it not been for the situations? So who I should be really, first of all, thankful to? The gurus around me. My wife, my children, my parents, my boss, my employees. They are the gurus. They're teaching me something important. But I have to open my eyes and see the guru in them. When that happens, when that right knowledge comes. So till that comes, what I do, I confront them. Because I am separate and they are separate. Headbutting. When I'm headbutting, I don't know about it, it pains the others, but when I'm headbutting, you have seen these tagaru in, what do you call in English? Tagaru, these...
Tug of war.
Ram.
Ram. There is this animal called ram, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, they have these horns also.
So
Ah.
they usually are known to fight with each other by butting their heads. Both run and dung, they butt their heads. So like that, when I'm butting my head, quite literally, sometimes, because sometimes when you're in a fit of anger, have you not seen people, I just want to bang my head. They go and actually bang their head against a door or wall, literally, quite literally. And sometimes from outside they may be smiling, but inside their head, no, full mashallah is happening, full twist and turn is happening. So that headbutting is the cause of all my suffering. It is said, I don't know how to believe in these statistics anymore, but it is said 2 out of every 3 American takes antidepressants. Antidepressants means what? Some drug which removes your so-called depression. Nobody really bothers to understand what is an antidepressant. An antidepressant doesn't know what the source of your depression. An antidepressant is nothing but a sleeping pill in a different form. It reduces your cognition. It reduces your ability to perceive right things in the world. It fundamentally puts you to sleep. That's why if you see, when people are really depressed, they want to eat chocolate, or they want to really eat a lot of food. See, in fact, a lot of food eating is a very sure sign of something is psychologically incorrect. Because by eating a lot of food, they want to simply go and sleep like that Kumbhakarna. So Kumbhakarna means what? I cannot deal with this life. I don't know how to deal with this life. Let me go and sleep. Let me go and drink myself to point of no recognition and then sleep. That is what an antidepressant is. And that thing, in a society like India, when you and I were growing up, please observe, when you and I were growing up, we would never hear such a thing called as depression, stress. Your mommy and daddy, our parents would take us in all these train trips or bus trip, and suddenly, your mommy and daddy is standing and you are the small child, and somebody says, give me that child. They simply hand over the child to somebody, and in the street, you don't even know where you are. Sometime in the evening, your mother is knocking on everybody's door. Vanjamma, ನನ್ನ ಮಗ ಇದನ್ನ, ಗಿರ್ಜಮ್ಮ ಇದರ, ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಇಲ್ಲ ಗಿರ್ಜಮ್ಮ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅವರು ಈಸ್ ಇನ್ ದಟ್ ಕೃಷ್ಣಪ್ಪ's house, go there. They go to Krishnappa's house and they say, oh, your child, I gave him dinner, he is sleeping, illa malkolle, in the morning you can take him. That's how life used to be. None of us were very rich, but we had a wonderful rich life, is it not? Today, you have all the money in the world. You have such a big bank balance. You have such a big house, your car, your mobile, your gold. But where is that Vanjamma, Girjamma, Krishnappa? What happened? What happened? So, nobody needed a psychologist. That Vanjamma, Girjamma, they spoke to each other. Somehow they found a solution. All they knew was, I am here to help you, you are there to help me. Let's hold hand with each other. Together, let's see how to keep moving in life. That togetherness, there's a great strength. Sometimes, Vanjamma may come and complain about Krishnappa. You know what that Krishnappa is? Ayo, that fellow. Vanjamma may also hear. And then they say, yeah, Krishnappa sometimes is like that, but do you also see that side of Krishnappa? Somehow, people means what? People means there is black, white, green, yellow, red, orange, so many colors, so many shades. But all the shades, where are they coming from? Something called as a white light. And why is the color being seen that way? Because of whatever the impression, what Krishnappa is going through, what Ramappa is going through, what Vanjamma is going through, nobody knows. So something comes out. Somebody, so like that, you and I, we mature in life. A diamond matures means what? A diamond appears only when you chisel. A stone is a stone, but until the one who can see the wonderful Rama in that, and he comes and says, I see a Rama. You and I are simply looking at a stone, a rectangular stone or a big boulder. But a good Shilpi sees, wow, I see a Krishna in that. When will you and I see? When he chisels. When he chisels. And when he's chiseling, there is going to be pain. For that stone, if the stone says, no, I am not willing to be a Krishna, I am a stone, then it will remain like that. But the Shilpi has to chisel it. Then everybody comes and bows down in front of that. Is it not? Everybody says, Rama, Krishna. So that Krishna is within you. That Rama is within you. And the life is that Shilpi. And through situations, it chisels you. Then you bring out Ramatva. You bring out your Krishnatva. Rama is Rama because he did whatever situation. It is through the situation that you and I know about Rama's greatness. If Rama's life was all about eat, sleep, and drink, which is what 99.9999% of the people do, would you and I be speaking about Rama? Would he be the role model? No. So, in a way, the world is the answer. The same world which may appear like a problem is the answer. There is nowhere else you can go. It is here that, your and my salvation is. Hari Om. Is there any other question, any other statement, anything else anybody wants to share? There's a wonderful video that our Padmaji has shared. Let me just...
Bangalore. Now simplify your tenant search with nobroker.com. Get a dedicated relationship manager to help you shortlist and coordinate with tenants and rent out your property easily. To post your property for free, call 92414000000 or download.
What a wonderful advertisement. No broker. You don't need a broker to realize your true nature.
The No Broker app today.
These are members of one joint family who live together under one roof in Ramsar village near Nasirabad in the Ajmer district of Rajasthan. That's right, there are 185 members in this group who belong to over 5 generations of a single family. For every single meal, 25 kgs of wheat flour is used and rotis are cooked on 13 stoves simultaneously in a large kitchen.
सब्जी बनावा रोटी बनावा गैस की अच्छी न लागे मैंने रोटी की चौकी लागे.
The family's monthly expense is over rupees 12 lakh. Some members of the family are in the dairy business while others are in government service.
हम सुबह उठते हैं सारे घर का काम करके फिर अपने अपने काम पे चले जाते हैं वापस शाम को फिर वापस घर का काम कर लेते हैं.
The family together own almost 600 bighas of land, which is equivalent to over 370 acres.
पहले तो हमारी खेती थी खेती के बाद में हम तो पढ़े नहीं, हमारे बच्चों को पढ़ाया तो 2-5 कर्मचारी भी है और बाकी साइड में धंधो है, पट्टे उठाल है, सीमेंट की एजेंसी है, मार्बल है, बाकी गाय भैंसों का पशुपालन ज़्यादा है।
The head of the family has 5 other brothers, and he says that they and their families all live together without any rancor, with a lot of love and respect for each other.
Thank you very much, Padmaji.
Subscribe to the Federal's YouTube page.
Actually, sir, I was, Guruji had mentioned one family in Karnataka in his video.
Yeah.
So I was searching for that video, but I didn't find that, but I got this because I don't know if that was into a video, but Guruji mentions it that I think some 125 people somewhere in Karnataka, they also live like this together.
Yeah.
Mentioned about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you look at this, it's so nice, no, sir? I mean,
Yeah. In a way, when you look at the satsanga, though, say light of the self, though the Atmajyotis may not necessarily live in the same home, there is a shared feeling of togetherness.
yeah.
So in a way, you can, that's what Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, that the whole world is my family. In your heart, you have place for the whole world. Why only 185 people? Of course, it's a great thing. It's a wonderful thing. Why only 185 people? Why only for my 4 members in the family? The whole world is my family. And that's the reality. That's the reality. Thank you very much. Hari Om.